Hello everyone and welcome to the very first lecture in our course, Introduction to Statistics, Analysis and Probability. I am so excited to start this journey with you. Today, we are diving straight into Chapter 1, Introduction about the course, with the following subsections: definitions and classifications of statistics, stages in statistical investigation, definition of some terms, application, uses and limitations of statistics, variable and scales of measurement. Our goal in this chapter is to build a strong foundation, and we are starting right at the beginning: definition and classification of statistics. So to begin with, what is statistics? When you hear the word statistics, what comes to your mind? Maybe sports scores, economic reports, employment, unemployment rates, or the latest COVID-19 data. All these are correct. But to a statistician, the term statistics has two meanings. So statistics will be defined in the sense of plural or singular form. So what does it mean, statistics, in its plural sense? It's nothing but statistics are the raw data themselves, right? Like statistics of births, statistics of deeds, statistics of students, statistics of importers, exporters, employment, unemployment rates, right? So the definition of statistics in its plural sense is not beyond the aggregated data or raw data at hand. When we proceed, the definition of statistics in its singular sense, statistics is nothing but the science of collecting, organizing, presenting, analyzing, interpreting of data to make informed decisions under uncertainty, right? So these statistics under the plural sense can feed the statistics in its singular sense, right? Because this data, this statistics, plural sense represents for those data, right? But statistics in its singular sense is the science of the data, in short. This singular definition gives us, the definition of singular sense of statistics gives us the stages of statistical investigation, which we will cover more fully in the next section. But the key here is the journey from data to decision. Right. Now let us proceed to the classification of statistics. Based on how data can be used, the entire field of statistics is generally divided into two. One is descriptive statistics, second one is inferential statistics. So statistics classified into two. What does it mean when we say descriptive statistics? This branch is concerned with summarizing, organizing, and presenting data in a meaningful and clear way. And it answers the question, what happened? What the data looks like. In doing so, this class of statistics makes use of measures of central tendency, such as mean, mode, median, and measures of spread, variance, range, coefficient of variation, and etc. And it can make use of tools, graphical representations such as graphs, charts, or tabular forms to describe the data at hand. When we proceed to the second class of statistics, which is inferential statistics, what the purpose with this class of statistics is nothing but to make predictions, decisions about population from a sample, right? So this class of statistics is concerned about making conclusions or generalizations about the population based on its representative sample. So this class of statistics answers the questions: so what? What next? What will be? Right? So what the main topics or tools that can be implemented under this class of statistics include estimation of parameters, hypothesis testing or confidence intervals, or statistical modeling activities, right? So this class of statistics talks about the data that we don't have surveyed based on the small data drawn from the population. So with this class of statistics, inferential statistics, we use the law of probability to test the hypothesis and generalize the results. It goes beyond the data at hand to make generalization too. understanding statistics through a real example. Let us consider the Mercato business survey. Let us imagine we conducted a survey of 1,000 small businesses in Addis Ababa's Mercato marketplace. We know that the total number of small businesses in Mercato in 2024 is 50,000 small businesses, from which we took 1,000 small businesses and we collected data on their monthly incomes, business types, or other related data. From this data, we can perform two different types of analysis. This is where we see the two main branches of statistics in action: descriptive and inferential. So, let us say we are in the state of descriptive statistics. Under this class of statistics, what we can see, right? What does the data shows us can be answered through this class of statistics, descriptive statistics. So what the goal here is summarize, organize, present the data we collected from our 1,000 businesses in a clear and meaningful way. So we are describing all the sample we have. So what we did with our survey data is nothing but, for example, we calculated the average monthly income of the 1,000 businesses we surveyed, and we found that the average monthly income of the surveyed small businesses was 5,000 Ethiopian birr, right? This is through the arithmetic mean. The second, we found the most common business type was textile retail. This is nothing but through the mode measures of central tendency. This is nothing but mode. Third one, we try to present our business type breakdown, right? We created a pie chart showing the breakdown of business types. The business types was 60 wholesale, 35% retail, 25% services. That's those 1,000 businesses involved. So this all talks are nothing but about descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics simply tells us what our sample data looks like. It does not try to make any prediction or conclusion about other 49,000 business we didn't survey. It is about describing the past or present state of the data we have. So these 3 points are nothing but about descriptive statistics class of the survey. Now let us proceed to the inferential class of statistics. With this class of statistics, we answer what can the data tell us about the bigger picture, which is the population. So what the goal here is to use the data from our sample of 1,000 small businesses to make estimation, hypothesis testing, prediction, or conclusion about the entire population of 50,000 businesses in Mercato. Right. So what we can infer about all businesses in Mercato include estimation and hypothesis testing. Estimation can be made for the true average monthly income for all businesses in Mercato. Right? We did the average monthly income for all surveyed businesses, which are 1,000 small businesses, but as this section we are interested about the estimation of the true average monthly income for all implies for those 50,000 businesses in Mercato. So we can say we are 95% confident that the true average monthly income for all businesses in Mercato is between 4,800 and 5,200 Ethiopian birr. And we can perform hypothesis testing that we could test an idea like there is a significant relationship using digital payment and having higher revenue for businesses in Mercato. This is to see if this pattern is strong and consistent enough to be true for the entire marketplace, not just due to random chance of our sample. So inferential statistics, in summary, uses sample to make an educated guess about a larger population. For more recap, see the following table. This video covers our foundational definitions. Next time, we will dive deeper into stages in statistical investigation, where we will walk through the process from start to end. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave any question or comment in the comment section below. See you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.